Greetings again to Weight Loss and the Art of Highway Maintenance. One of the things one really has to look for is motivation, of course. And I think I mentioned it before, but mine came essentially on New Year's Eve. I think one was looking for sort of just the right New Year's resolution. And weight loss is probably a rather obvious choice if you weigh, over 330 pounds. But no, I looked in the mirror as I had many times before, and as again I had many times before, I didn't really like what I'm looking at, but somehow something sent off, I guess, that additional alarm bell, and I decided to do something about that. I had decided plenty of times to do something about that, really so frequently that, like with most fat people, it becomes a recurring theme. Oh yes, I'm going to lose weight. Oh, I've found a new system. Oh, this time it's really gonna work. Or my favorite, this time failure is not an option. Well, tell you the truth, failure is always an option, and frankly, it's the most likely outcome. That doesn't sound very encouraging, does it? But if you are trying to do anything at all, you have to be more than motivated. You have to more than just fear failure. You actually have to embrace change. And I think that's frightening. It is to me. I think it is to most people. And embracing change, well, it's a lot like making love to a cactus, I think. You do it very carefully, very reluctantly, and only if you absolutely bloody have to. I'm, over 55, approaching my 60s. I don't like change. I have seen a lot of it, not as much as my parents have, and probably more than my grandparents did, and they grew up in an area of rapid change. In my youth, we landed on the moon. Well, not we, but somebody did. And now we have Facebook. I mean, how much further can we go? So, if you embrace change, you will have to kill that little bit in you that says, it's okay the way it is. You actually have to believe that it ain't. That it's not just better if done differently, and not just the outcome would be nice, but you have to embrace the journey. And frankly, only halfway through, the journey sucks. I'm frequently hungry, no matter what anybody tells you. Oh, you can eat as much of this as you want. You will never feel hunger. Well, if you want a cheeseburger and you're, faced with a bowl of salad, it's nourishing. It might even taste good, and frankly, it does taste good. But it ain't a cheeseburger. When you crave a cheeseburger, you want a cheeseburger, a bloody cheeseburger, not a salad. And you're not going to get a cheeseburger and then just eat the lettuce off it. So, you avoid cheeseburgers. And you have to find little mental tricks on how to do that. My favorite one actually is, and it comes from listening to, frequently my own excuses. Oh, that's hard. Or, I really can't get myself to do that. Or, I'll never live without lard. And, I think most of you have parents, grandparents, uncles, whoever, who went through tremendous hardships. And, well, being German, don't mention the war, but that's what I'm going to do. I certainly have a father who was drafted into the army in 1945 at the age of, 15. I have a grandfather, his father, who spent 4 years in Flanders in 1914 to 18, and then as a 40-year-old, actually 50-year-old, was recommissioned in World War II to participate in that particular disaster as well. And when I think of my excuses, oh, that's hard, and oh my, I don't want to live without that, I do conjure up the image of my grandfather and my father, and both of them saying, "You must be bloody kidding me. Hard? You don't know what bloody hard is." And that usually does the trick. And you do what you need to do. In the end, really, that's what it boils down to. You need to do what you need to do. And once you do it, it works. It doesn't work fast, at least not in my case. I've lost 80 pounds in a year and a bit. I suspect it'll take another year and a bit to lose the other 80. By the end of which I will look like Arnold. Even that I doubt. I sound like him, so halfway there. But it's tough. It takes a long time. In the end, though, if you want to live, if I want my grandchildren, which I don't have yet, if I want to see them, if I ever have them, I kind of have to be alive to do that. And that's what I'm doing it for, perfectly selfish reasons. I want to actually, reap what I've sown. That sounds dirty, doesn't it? Oh well. See you again, I hope. Bye.